No, there is a terrible drought out in the Midwest and in all the places where a lot of our food is being grown.
Farmers are suffering.
Oh, my goodness, they certainly are. And food prices, they're estimating, will go up 5% at least because of that. So at this time of great, and there you can see the price of food. Look at that. Beef's going to go up, dairy, eggs, stuff like that. At this time of a national agriculture crisis, what is the USDA, the United States Department of Agriculture, doing? Well, you know what? They had in their employee newsletter a little item calling for employees there to make sure that they don't eat meat on Monday because they say that, it's better for the environment. Cows take a lot of energy to grow, so just don't eat meat, which is extraordinary given the fact that agriculture, promotion of agriculture is what they're supposed to do, and here they're trying to run beef producers out of business.
Well, that's exactly what Kansas Senator Jerry Moran thought, that why is the USDA in the business of talking about greenhouse gases produced by meat and climate change? Isn't that more the purview of the EPA? Here is the senator.
Our own Department of Agriculture, again, at least from my perspective, and we ought to look at the mission of what the Department of Agriculture is, I think it will reflect what I'm saying, is to promote agriculture, to help those who every day go to work to produce food, fiber, and fuel for this country and the world. And yet our own Department of Agriculture is encouraging people not to eat meat.
It's also noted, too, that on Monday we were telling you how cows have been feeding wine to be more, so they're more tender, correct?
That's right.
When
and
cows
tasty.
actually become dinner. So one day we're telling you how to make your meal more tender. The next minute we find out there will be no Monday meat.
Well, I tell you what, after Jerry Moran made that speech on the floor of the U.S. Congress, he also sent a letter to the Department of Agriculture. Secretary Tom Vilsack said, "What are you people doing over there?" Well, as it turns out, they have now taken down that particular post about don't eat meat on Monday. And according to a spokesperson there, it was not authorized to be in it. It was not until the National Cattlemen's Beef Association denounced it that something actually got done.
Right. I'm just amazed the way Steve is surrounded the farming story. It shows his farming background.
It does, his farming roots.
Right. It's a rich
Kansas
background.
Boy.
Former president of the Future Farmers of America.
You ran on a post.
Mm-hmm. No,
I know.
You ran on a post.
Right.
Now you were never president before when you talked about it. You said member. Now you're president?
I was president of the Clay Center chapter, and I was a state officer, by the way.
Until
I hate
you
to
were impeached, or what happened?
What happened? That scandal, that memo pad scandal that you don't want to talk about?
I think the real story is, why didn't I become a farmer?
Well, good. Let's hear more about that in the
grew out of your overalls and never looked back.
Good. We'll hear more about that, I hope.
Gosh, bagosh.
Meanwhile, wait until you hear and see this story. This video is horrifying.